Hey y'all, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of Anxious Conversations. I don't know what I'm going to name this one because it's going to be it's kind of all about the channel. But I don't want to. We've already done about the channel. I'll figure something out. First, I'm going to touch on the charity from last month. As y'all know, the last episode was talking about the charity and how much I'm doing the collabs, raising money for it or whatever. So I'm going to go over how much we raised, thank everybody for it and whatever. And then we're going to hop into something that we had a conversation on stream last week about some stuff. And I'm going to hop into a deeper dive into some of that and how it's affecting my psyche and my mental health and stuff. So that's the plan. Hopefully y'all stick around for this. Do hope to have a guest on next month. I've already asked somebody. They said, okay, we just have to figure out time. So it should be good. I wanted to do this time anyway. There was some stuff I wanted to talk about because I didn't want to talk about it in stream. I felt like it felt better. It's a little easier for me to talk about here, and it felt more fitting to talk about it here. So that is the plan today. But first off, thanks to everybody who donated to the charity this year. The first year we raised about $300. Last year we raised about $600, and then this year we raised $1,090.79. That's just, we almost doubled last year after having doubled the year before. I can't thank you guys enough. It really means a lot to me. If you don't know, it was for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Reading their site and stuff, they're big on research and development of mental health care and learning more about it and stuff. So it was something that I really wanted to try to raise money for, and getting over $1,000 is, and doubling, pretty much keeping up it didn't quite double, obviously. We're about $100 away from doubling, but probably actually a little less because I don't think we quite made it to 600 last year. But we're pretty much doubling every year. We're close enough that I think I could say that. And hopefully we can keep that up next year. There's stuff I want to do in the future, but this event needs to get bigger. I need to grow it. I want to do in-person stuff maybe, or maybe a subathon type thing. I think in-person would be a lot of fun. Like close it out with 4 days of a bunch of creators together, doing a bunch of fun stuff with a stream that doesn't end or something. I think that could be something fun to do a lot for mental health and talk about mental health, and I think we could do a lot with something like that with in person. So if we can keep growing this and keep doing this every year, I think we can make a real difference. So not only is that $1,100 for the charity this year, that's gaining momentum and growing the Mental Health Awareness Month event as it is. So every year it can do more and more, and we can get to a spot where we're really, really making a larger impact every time. So there's more to it than just the money and the fact of the growth and everything to it, if that makes sense. I want to thank all the creators that helped me out with it. Everybody that collabed with Taiwai, Pokey Gardner, Nixie, Timmy B. The stream with Timmy B was outstanding. Almost half of the money we raised came from that stream. Sly, we did a couple streams together. Kanto Kage, and some other people, Catchy, Ectric. I feel like there was somebody else we worked with, but sorry that I'm forgetting you. Who am I forgetting? It was right near the end. Oh, Meta, because we did the and Matt Propovec. We did the little the Friday. I was like, I knew I'd forget a stream. We did when we did that collab on Friday of Content Warning, which is an amazing game I want to play again. I also want to try to tie, besides just doing that, this is the Mental Health Awareness Month. It's a massive charity event that I'm going to focus on every year and stuff. But other times I want to try to tie either an event or a big stream or something into the month. So this month we're going to be doing a new charity. I'm not going to be doing a big event for it, but I might do a big stream for raising money for the Trevor Project, just because it's fitting for the month and it's still mental health. So it ties in with the channel. So we're going to be doing that this month. I might do like a 12-hour stream at some point, try to raise good money for it or something like that. It could be, we did a big stream. I did a 19-hour stream that was until we raised $750. I think it was 800. I forgot what amount it was now. But until we raise this much, I'm not in any stream. The stream ended up going 19 hours, but we got it there. it wasn't from the beginning. It was like $100 something I had to get there in that stream, but overall, raising that much money really means a lot to me. Thank you, everybody who helped out, everybody who donated. Um, Thank you guys so much. We've already done a few of the things that I have to do for having raised that much money. The 19-hour stream, I was supposed to do an 8-hour stream, but that counts. Hades, I'm actually playing tomorrow, today, as of you're watching this. I'm going to explain that in a minute, why this is coming out Tuesday for y'all, which is kind of my Monday. But we're going to be playing Hades, which is a celebration. I've been playing Roblox. I was supposed to do one Roblox stream as a celebration. People seem to enjoy it. If it's doing well and we're enjoying it and stuff, I'm down to play it. I'm streaming more hours. Having something more to fill in isn't bad. There's some stuff that kind of dropped from the channel anyway, just because it wasn't performing well, and we'll get more into that as well. But we did the sleep lock. Didn't go as well as I'd hoped, but it still was okay. The sleep lock raised, I think it only got $5 actually, but it raised some money and we lost. But trying to think of what else. The 24-hour stream, I will be doing that probably in July or August. It's just gonna be a bunch of variety of games there, and I have to eat the jelly bean still. I wore the maid outfit during the sleep lock like I was supposed to. I just want to make sure I do everything this year. Last year I didn't because it was hard to plan stuff and I wasn't getting feedback from some people that it had to involve and stuff. So I try to make it a bit easier on myself this year with stuff that I could actually do. And as it grows, the milestones and the rewards or whatever, the stretch goals can increase every year and we can do more with it. I'm talking a lot with my hands right now. But yeah, so we've actually knocked everything out this year. Hopefully next year we can do, like I said, spread and dye my hair green like I was supposed to last year. We'll have that next time. But yeah, I think it was an outstanding month. It does make me want to do a lot more with stuff like that. Makes me feel a lot better about the channel and stuff in the place of the channel with how it's been doing lately. Because besides raising that money for charity, which is by far the most important thing, a lot of the stuff hasn't been going great. And we'll dig into that because that's kind of what I wanted to talk about. We had a stream this past week where I was talking about, like, I put a lot of time into this and money into YouTube, like a lot of time, like over what would typically be full-time hours at a normal job and just streaming, and that doesn't include editing or creating new ideas or reaching out to and networking or whatever, making my graphics and thumbnails and finding new music to listen. Like there's a bunch of small little things that add up, and it's just it's a lot of time that goes into it and effort. And at some point there has to be a time where it's like, this isn't going to be able to sustain me for the rest of my life, mentally, financially, all that. There's got to be a point where it hits that, and I have to find something else and pivot to doing something else. Trying to push it off as long as I can because this does mean a lot to me. But we talked about that a little bit, and I'm going to give it a few months, see what changes before I make any decisions. I'm not going to immediately stop. I would start looking for something else, and we'll see how things go from there. But yeah, so we're going to have to give it a little bit of time. I've had a lot of friends who've quit recently, and but I also think there's some differences in that with what YouTube means to me and what it's done for my mental health and my my life and stuff, that has a impact on it that's different, which makes it harder for me to leave it. Plus all the stuff that I've got, like this freaking microphone and stuff. So money sunk into it, which the money isn't a big part of why I want to stay with it. as much as the mental health reason and stuff, and all the other stuff that comes along with doing it. But yeah, we're coming February, I believe it was February. I'll look right now. I'll pull the stats up. I probably should have done that before this, but I believe February was the best month. What is this? Sorry, I have a... Oh, YouTube actually tells me why my numbers are dropping. That's a cool thing. The drop in your channel views you are seeing is due to fewer videos being published. Is that why my streams are doing worse? I wonder if that's what it means. But okay, that's interesting. If that's what that means, that's gonna help a lot. But yeah, February was the best month I've had, and May was one of my lower. The reason it popped up and told me my views had been lower than usual by like a lot. The views were lower, watch hours were much lower. There's a lot that was doing worse. My shorts were doing worse. My streams have been doing worse. I had 13,000 views. I think in February I had that in one day at one point. And that's not an exaggeration. I'm pretty sure I had that in one day at one point in February. And December, January, February, and somewhat March were all really good. April was back to normal-ish, like when things are just going okay. And then May wasn't great, any number-wise with that. But like I said, we did a lot for charity, so it kind of made up for it kind of mentally, but also it's really hard, like, to... Like if I did a stream where I was live for 30 minutes and nobody came in. I did another stream where people were in and out, but there was nobody like chatting at all. And that stuff like really, I think there's a lot of reasons it really messes with me. And one of the reasons is that fear of me of it getting to a point where I have to leave YouTube is there. And it stresses me out. Thinking about that, thinking I might have to give it up and leave, and I do have a lot of stuff planned, a lot of unique things that I haven't seen done before that I plan on doing coming up soon. That's not an exaggeration of what's going on with some of this stuff, but I'm gonna turn some of those into videos. I'm hoping that helps push things. Shorts started doing way worse, and I don't know why. Vertical streams started doing way worse, and they were like a guaranteed like hit for a little while, which was nice. I should have done more of them probably, but I like to focus on the viewers and y'all and chat and stuff, and I feel like it's more, what's the word for it? More personable if it's a full screen stream rather than a vertical stream. But I need to get better at being able to balance, because the growth of the channel matters to be able to help more people because you're reaching more people. But me mentally, it's hard to realize that aspect and go into just content part rather than that, like wanting to be as personable as possible and being able to play games with chat rather than all the things by myself or whatever. But I guess I don't know if I've fully explained. Oh, I know I've talked about how important the channel is to me, but I don't know if I've fully explained it. So when things started getting better for me for the first time since I can remember, where things started looking up, there were two things going on. I had started YouTube. YouTube started growing. The streams were doing better, starting to grow, and I was starting to get viewers and meet new people and all types of stuff, make friends online. And I had met a new friend in person. We were doing a lot of stuff together. I was finally enjoying things. I was finally doing things that I've always wanted to do, but I never had anybody to do them. So I never did them. I'm going to musicals or traveling to conventions and stuff like that. Having somebody to enjoy specific TV shows with, because I never had anybody to talk about those shows with, because none of my other friends watch the same type of things I do. stuff like that. But also having the YouTube that was making me feel fulfilled in my like work life, basically, as much as you can call it that. It's more so work now because I do it more full time now. Um, Making me feel more fulfilled. And people kept reaching out, telling me how I was making a difference with their lives, how I helped them with their mental health, and how I've had people tell me that I made them realize they want to keep fighting and keep going, and I've helped them realize like, hey, like there's ways they can deal with this, or make them even feel like less alone or more comfortable, and it helps your anxiety to feel like you're not the only person going through what you're going through and stuff like that. I've had a lot of people reach out like that. Less more recently. It was a while back. A lot of people kept reaching out about that. So I don't know how much not having that as much anymore is affecting me. But yeah, so having that really made a difference. Those two things at the same time were really huge in getting me to. I think I was happy for a little bit for the first time since probably elementary school. I think we talked about it in an episode with my mom when we both thought that things changed. I think it was sometime between like fifth, sixth grade in that area. So that and I think both of those things played a huge part into it. And obviously, y'all know that friend and I don't talk anymore, and it does feel like, in a lot of ways, YouTube's all I have left. And obviously I have friends, I have family and stuff, but it's the one thing I've left that I get enjoyment out of. I look forward to, that ever like makes me happy anymore. I think about it all the time because it's what I want to do. It's what I enjoy. Like I said, it's what makes me happy. It's the one place where I do have friends that enjoy the same type of things I do with anime and D&D and Pokemon and going to the conventions, and there's people I talk about with musicals with in the community. So what did I miss? And stuff like that, and I don't have that outside of it. I'm still it's still very different to have that online and in person, obviously, because I don't have people to go do this stuff with, but it's still nice to have that. And I think I would keep a lot of those friends and stuff if I was to stop streaming, but even still, it's something that there's a fear there of losing. And something a little deeper, something I didn't want to get into on stream, and something I should talk about now, that there was a little while. I've been better. I haven't had any. It's been a while since I've had any suicide thoughts, like a couple months, if not a little bit longer. It was definitely earlier this year. I was having some, and a lot of the times, what like got me out of like thinking about self-harm at all was the fact is what would happen with my community that I've been building. Would they think I abandoned them? Would they think I just gave up streaming? Who's going to reach out to them? Who would say anything to them? What happens to them if I'm not there? And that was something that was like, I can't do that. I can't leave them. And I think that shows the importance of YouTube to me, is if that was what crossed my mind at that point. So I can credit it to wanting me to keep fighting. This is what I want to keep fighting for, what I want to keep pushing for, what I want to keep moving forward for and breathing for. Not saying that it was like at a detrimental point, that it was, if it wasn't for that, I definitely would have. But the fact that that's like one of the things that crossed my mind to get me out of sinking into those thoughts and spiraling out of control and everything shows the importance of YouTube to me. And that's why all that stuff matters to me. And that's why I do think it's the fear of losing that stresses me out anytime that, like I said, I go live for a while and nobody's there. That used to not bother me. Obviously, when I first started, I didn't have viewers at all, and I was fine. And I think I got too used to things going well. And with the way analytics work and YouTube meta works and all that stuff, the algorithm, it fluctuates. Like y'all know, I had a horrible last summer, like all summer through. I was thinking about quitting its points last year just because it was doing so bad. And then one thing after another started going well and going better. We had a huge rate of support in December from a much bigger streamer than I. January, I had shorts were starting to do really well for me. Streams were doing better because people were coming in to watch me like play Mario Odyssey and stuff. February, we had that 10,000 view short, and then everything else after that was doing well for a while, but it slowly starts going downhill until you can find something that can spike it back up again. And never found that, so it kept going down. And there's a lot of like fear and stuff that comes with that. And there's a lot of thoughts of what am I doing wrong? What do I need to do differently? What can I change? What was I doing then that I'm not doing now? But I think a lot of it's the same. There's a little bit of me posting shorts every day just to get something out there. So there was a lot of bad shorts and stuff. So I've kind of taken a break from shorts for a little bit to try to revamp it, not post them every day, get more backed up, stuff ready to go out, stuff that I feel better, and not just something to get something out, but something I think is good content. And instead of just getting content out there to get content out there. I think that's something I want to focus on overall. Except streaming, I'm going to stream. I don't think streaming's always about the great content. It's about more of the connection with chat and talking to people, having them join me in like Roblox. Free game, people can hop in and play with me. We do Dynamax Adventures in Pokemon. We do hide and seek in Scarlet Violet. And doing stuff like that, I don't think it's about the content as much as people coming in and enjoying themselves, having fun with us in chat and in the games and everything. Plus, having fun when I'm playing stuff like Content Warning or ODR. I had a lot of fun doing collabs with those games, even though it wasn't something viewers enjoyed as much. It was something I had a lot of fun with, so I wasn't paying attention to the numbers as much, which happens when I'm having a lot of fun in a game. I was playing Islands of Insight. I think part of the fact of Islands of Insight going well, it's a great game, and I love playing it a lot. All the puzzles and stuff, it makes me think. So it takes a lot of focus as well, away from looking at other stuff, like the analytics and stuff on the side. I'm saying stuff a lot, but it's also like if I'm enjoying it, but it's not that I don't enjoy the other stuff I do. I enjoy most of the things I play, except Splatoon. Don't really enjoy Splatoon. And then if I start doing well after playing for like 2 hours straight, I start to have fun. But then it's like I'm already playing for 2 hours straight. I kind of need to wrap up. But yeah, so I'm trying to find that balance. Make sure I'm always having fun, because I think in the end that's what people care about. But make sure we're reaching new audiences and growing and still getting our message across. I can tell people still care because that stream that I did where I was talking about it, I was like, hey, let's talk, was one of my best performing streams, given how long the stream was and the views we had and everything in a long time. So it showed that people do still care. I know a lot of people are busy now, and I'm hoping the summer picks things up a little bit. That's a big part of why winter does so well, like December, January and stuff. People are on break. Though they're not on break during February, and February did really well too, so who knows. But I'm hoping the summer can pick things up. That's why I was like, I'm going to give it a few months, think things over, try to figure out where we're going to go. Somebody was like, just stream, get a job, stream after work and stuff. We're going to dig into that. I cannot do that. I need to sleep a lot. But lately I haven't been sleeping much. So like even if I had a job where I was working the days varied a lot. I could have a 2-hour day. I could have a 12-hour day. But even if I had a 2-hour day, when I got home, I had to sleep. Even if I slept, went to work, then came home, I still had to sleep because the socializing, the anxiety of working a job, all that stuff just wore me down too much. So the 2 hours felt like way longer because of how much the anxiety and everything would take out of me during the day. So that's what it would be like if I got another regular job. Like I couldn't come home and stream after. So it's kind of an all or nothing thing for me. There might be a way to manage like 3 days a week there, 4 days a week here or something, but that would be something that has to come when we're when I'm exploring other options and what we can do and how we can maneuver around everything if I have to get to that point. Still hoping I don't. I still think I have the ability to push through it and get to where we need to be. Forgot what I was even talking about, but so that wouldn't be an option. Lately, the reason this is coming out Tuesday instead of Monday, because it's supposed to come out the first Monday of the month, is the fact my sleep is all over the place. There was, I think, Thursday and Friday. I think it was Thursday and Friday. Monday and Thursday, maybe? No, one of the days was Thursday. I think it was Thursday and Friday. One day I slept 5 hours, one day I slept 4. One of the days I was in bed for 18 hours because I couldn't fall asleep, but I was too tired to actually do anything. Like I tried to get on the computer and do some stuff, and I was too tired to actually function. But then I went and laid in bed and couldn't fall asleep for hours. And that wasn't 4 and 5 hours at a time either. There's one day, the 5 hour day, I slept for 1 hour at one point, then I slept for 3 hours at one point, and then another point I slept for an hour. Both of those days I was laying in bed for upwards of, I think 12 hours was one day, and the other was close to, like I said, like 18-ish, somewhere in there. I got up to stream and eat. And I don't know what's wrong. Like I was tired, I just couldn't fall asleep. I don't know what was wrong. Last night, somehow I ended up staying up till like 8, 9 in the morning, even though I was trying to sleep. I finally fell asleep, and then I ended up sleeping most of the day, which is good. Like actually finally getting to sleep was nice, because I'd been going on days of, even Saturday, I still only ended up with like 6-ish hours or 7 hours of sleep. And my typical sleep's like 9 to 10. Because I read something that said to see how long you need to sleep, because everybody's different, rather than looking up like, oh, you need 8 hours of sleep. For a few days, just go to sleep when you fall asleep and don't have an alarm, and wake up when you wake up, and you'll kind of get an idea. And my watch has it down. It's like, because I don't have it on right now because I had it on the charger. I have a Pixel watch and it tracks my sleep and everything. It has me at like a little over 9 hours, 9 hours, 17 minutes, I think actually, is the sleep it says that I need based on my patterns and stuff since I got the watch over the past couple months. So it's really been, even when I do get a decent amount of sleep, it's still not close to what I need. Like, look at my eyes. Like, you can tell. I'm kind of tired right now, even though I slept a lot of the day, but then I won't be able to go to bed. So I'm recording this. So that's why I was saying it's my Monday, even though it's Tuesday for y'all. We're getting it out there. We're getting to discuss what I want to. But that's kind of what I want to dig into about the channel and why it matters to me, because I don't want people... I know a lot of people look at their numbers and freak out about it or talk about it, and yeah, I know I'm very transparent, and that's why I'm doing what I do, and being transparent is a part of the channel, and it's just what I have to be, because I wouldn't be discussing my mental health if I'm not discussing everything that's affecting it, and that's something that affects it. And I know that people talking about stuff like that can seem disingenuous, or somebody just focused on the numbers or something. And I don't want it to come off that way when I'm getting upset about something, or I'm freaking out about the stream doing really bad or something like that. I don't want people to think it's something like that. I want people to better understand, like, be able to see why I'm going through that and why I'm going that way. And instead of, I worry that people see when I react like that and think it's like one of those, like some people that are just too much about it in a different way, I guess. That's not, because I guess I am still really focused on it. Well, I'm not. Sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I am. Like I said, I don't know, because it's big for me. It's bigger. Even if my chat says 4 people, if the 4 people are active in chat, I'm fine with having 4 concurrent viewers. But if it says 10 concurrent viewers, but there's nobody talking in chat, it bothers me. I want to build a community. I want the base. I want to build a strong base of our community, a strong foundation, and grow. But I want that foundation to be there. That's why I care a lot about the viewers that are watching this, the viewers that watch me weekly or pop in every few weeks, or even some people still have been popping in for every couple of months for 4 years that I've been doing this. all those people, the people that care about the channel, care about the message, care about what we're doing. I want to build on that and grow on that and keep those people happy and keep doing what they want to see. And that's my main focus over growth or anything else, even though growth is important, like I said, because it matters to reach some more people, to help more people and everything. Like I said, the main thing is to build that foundation that I want, and I want to grow off of it. One of the creators that talked to me about creating content, and one of my biggest influences to start creating content on my own. I always go back to this. It makes me think about how big his community, how powerful his community is, and why that, and something that I really want. He was in a competition with a bunch of other creators to become a partner with a company, or to get something special with a company that he was already partnered with. But it was just a tournament they had, and then if you won, you got your own merch with them, basically. And there were streamers like 4 or 5 times his size in the competition, viewer wise, subscriber wise, and everything. But he won the competition because the community that was grown, that wanted to support him, that supported everything that was being done. Because that's the big message of the size of the channel doesn't matter as much as the community it builds and the message it fosters and the difference it makes in people's lives. And that's really what I want. I want to be able to grow something like that more so than just blow up out of nowhere. I want a strong foundation, build a great community. Like I said, the whole reason I created my Discord, and Discord is a big part of the channel, is because I want to create somewhere where if somebody's going through something and needs something to talk about, there's people always there that are willing to listen, because we're all going through the same type of stuff. It's not the same because everybody's is different, but still understand enough and can feel enough to know when listening is needed, and just to know that there's enough people there that there will always be somebody to be able to see your message and be able to talk with you in your time of need whenever you need it. So the Discord is a big part of wanting to do that. So there's still a lot I want to do, and it's been 4 years and there's a lot that I haven't done with it. But there's certain things that need to go along with it, and I think I'm scared of just losing it and how things are going. But so the growth is still important to that aspect, because even with a strong community, people are gonna get busy. People are gonna get families. People are gonna graduate and start working, and people are gonna change jobs or whatever. And even people that care aren't gonna be able to stay forever. I've started watching people I truly care about, friends wise, or communities that I truly feel a part of, I can't be a part of as much anymore. So I understand that that's like an aspect of it, but I would still like that foundation to keep growing, rather than when those people leave, it just shrinks. There's nobody else coming into it and building upon the foundation part, because the rest of it doesn't matter if there's nothing there. All the people who come in to just watch a certain type of content, or just want to play a certain thing, or just like watching shorts or whatnot, all those stacked on top of a foundation that's not really built well, it's just going to crumble down. So I'm trying to focus more on that, grow that. There's definitely people that are there most of the time, and nobody can always be there. Some people are close to almost always being in every stream. But I do want to focus on that. So I'm going to do a lot with it. I want to start doing some earlier streams. My UK viewership has increased a ton for some reason recently. I want to be able to do more in times that y'all can view it. So if you're from the UK and you have times that because I don't know when, because everybody works different times, even in the different time zones. So I don't know what time in y'all's time zone that streams would better work for you or whatever. Because I have a lot of people in the UK. It's like, hey, I'm just stopping in and say hi. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to bed. I just had that actually in the stream I just ended before recording this. I think it was 3 o'clock in the morning at the time, but you know what I mean. But I want to start doing more for viewers from everywhere. So I want to start doing earlier streams, especially in the summer. It works well for me too. I know most of my viewers do watch between 6 and midnight Eastern time, but still want to reach out to viewers outside of that time range too. And maybe most of my viewers will watch during a different time if I'm live during a different time. Who knows? We will see. The problem is with my sleep the way it is right now, I can't do that. I could stream at like 3 o'clock in the morning my time, but then nobody's watching it because it's not a good time for anybody anywhere within English speaking areas, at least for the most part. Some, but yeah. I want to get more into playing games that I'm enjoying and stuff too, or because I think there was a lot to why Odyssey did well on my channel streaming it, even though Mario content typically wasn't doing well for me. I think a big part was that I was having fun with it and enjoying it. I wasn't getting as frustrated as the other Mario games, and I was genuinely getting a lot better at it as we went. I did a speed run of it. It was awful. I did a horrible time, but I did tricks and stuff that when I first started the game I wouldn't have been able to do. I didn't get that much better at any of the other Mario games I played through. So I think that enjoyment with it, me having fun with it, obviously the out of context clips that came from it, there was a lot of them and they did really well in shorts, but having fun with stuff. So I want to do more. I want to find more that I find fun and I'm enjoying, and chat can see the enjoyment, but that people also want to watch, which Mario Odyssey has. That is one of those things with the intersect. I was playing Islands, like I said, Islands of Insight. Nobody ever heard of it, so there's the me having fun, but there's not as much of the it's something people enjoy part to intersect with it. It was just me having fun, and then there's a lot that I do that people like watching, but I don't enjoy as much. Like hide and seek, people love coming in and playing it with me and stuff, and I love playing games with everybody. It's just I've played a lot of Pokemon Scarlet Violet hide and seek now. It's I've kind of overdone it for myself, but people still love it, so I don't want to like get rid of it, but I need to probably start not doing it every week, but there's a lot of people come in just for that, so it'd be hard for me to do that. But finding those things that, like, I like DAs, but it's not something I like really enjoy, and then people like watching DAs, so that's the closest that's close to having that. But yeah, like I said, I need to find. I like playing Fall Guys because I'm really good at it, and just need more people that want to come in and do that because I'm really good. We got a 5-1 streak last week in Fall Guys. I feel like that's not easy to do, but like just finding that, having fun, and just enjoying myself. The stream I did before this recording, I was having fun. I was enjoying myself. It started off not a lot. It wasn't going well, but the longer I streamed for 4 hours. Towards the end, the stream was doing better. I don't know how much of that is, I mean, with how late it was, because I finished at like midnight. I'm just rambling now. I finished at like midnight, so I don't know if it was just people having freed up their time or what, and coming in, or because I don't think it was just me finally getting enjoyment out of it, because it's not like people were coming in and seeing that and then staying. It was because people weren't coming in before that. I don't know. Not like YouTube could tell it. But I think that's a big part of me pushing through and doing the longer streams is I have to be enjoying it. Because if I'm not having a lot of fun, the stream ends up being like 2 hours because I always try to do a 2 hour minimum. Yeah, but the longer streams, they tend to not do better just because they're longer. They tend to do better at any specific point so that you pick out concurrent viewer wise rather than total viewer wise, especially when you look later on in it. So I want to do more with stuff like that. Videos are going to become a little more frequent, but I don't want to do them too much because it stresses me out until I can hopefully have somebody edit and stuff, because I think I'm good at editing. I just don't like doing it. It stresses me out. I have to put a lot of time into it. It never feels good enough. Like any art, and it just never feels good enough. So it's hard to do videos for that reason. That's why my videos tend to be things that don't need to be edited a lot, which isn't good for the channel. Like this in podcasts, you don't edit, you just cut it up a little bit, make sure it's synced up and good to go. But we have the EBL coming back up. I'm in another draft league. I'm doing stuff with that. I want to get more involved with everything. Trying to be better at being in the Discord. Like, just try to do more. I want to start Minecraft Realm with members. I want to. I'm doing more voice calls during streams. I'm just trying to just do that, if that makes any sense. Like, just be more involved in the smaller aspects of things, and just enjoying the time with the community we have. Playing games offline. I play with some of my games with some mods and stuff sometimes. I might start doing that with members too. It'd have to be with members, because if I open up to everybody, it's just going to be way too much to deal with. So it has to be. I hate putting it behind a paywall, but luckily, if you check out the members down below, the cheapest tier is 99 cents. So it's not too much of a paywall, but it still restricts it and makes it easier on me, because then I'm going to feel bad. I hate playing games that only 4 people can join, because there's always like more people that want to join. It's like, how do I handle this? I don't want people to feel left out. I don't want to forget anybody. I want to make sure everybody gets the equal opportunity. With 6 people, it's hard to make sure that every single one of them in a 4-player game is going to get the exact amount of time in the game. And then I feel like somebody's going to feel left out if they get less time than somebody else. And it's just, So if I do it for just members, I don't have to. It makes it a bit easier on me while still providing that aspect for people. So hoping to do more around that. And even the members stuff, besides if we play games off stream, there's not much I can do with that. But like, if I make a member only series, which I want to do, I just can't decide on what to do. Eventually everybody's going to be able to see that. If I make a Minecraft realm, we're going to stream the Minecraft realm every once in a while. It'll be just only members can join into it. Stuff like that. But I think I've rambled enough. I don't think y'all care about half the stuff I just talked about. But like I said, it's all about transparency. I like to be open, be honest about everything. And like I said, the YouTube channel means a lot to me. I think I have explained that here. I think y'all can better understand my thought process and the way my mind works with it now, and why it affects me so much, hopefully. And if you have any ideas of something you want to see or something you want to be done, let me know. I am always down to listen. I'll take your advice and stuff. Play games if you want them played in, all that stuff. I mean, my chat kept begging me to play Roblox, which is why I've been playing it lately. And we've been having fun with some of the games and stuff. And like I said, a bunch of people can join in and like to play games with everybody. So next month, hopefully we have a guest on. I asked somebody to come on. I don't want to say who, because I don't want them to feel pressure like they definitely have to if for some reason they're not able to. But hopefully next month we have a guest on. I have a better setup for 2 people now. We're going to have 2 mics. The other mic's not going to be quite as good as this one, but yep, hopefully more videos. In the meantime, I might do, I know I spoke on doing member episodes of the podcast. That might be something that starts this month. I want to start them soon, but it's been more important to get the podcast off the ground to me than doing the member parts of the podcast. And I haven't been posting anything to Spotify because they weren't getting views on Spotify anyway. So I want to get this off the ground on YouTube before I go to Spotify. But I'm saving the episodes so I can post them all over there once it feels like it's time to do that. I don't think starting most of the episodes were getting 0 to 2 views over there. So I was like, I don't need to put the time into that at the moment until we figure things out here and get our ideas and get things going. By the way, I've been working out more, and that helps a little bit. And because I can tell when I don't work out that I didn't with my own mental health and stuff, it just feels productive. Even if just 30 minutes, it feels like I did something. It feels like I accomplished something at the end of the day. because it doesn't feel like that as much with streams anymore. And I think that's a big part of that is that I stream every day. So it just feels part of the day. It doesn't feel like I did something, accomplished something. And when I say every day, it's October 30th, 29th was the last day I didn't stream, somewhere around there. So it just feels as part of my day now. It doesn't feel like, even though it really is accomplishing something, but so that's been helpful. But yeah, I need to stop rambling. I'm sorry. Don't know why I did that. I do that all the time now, though. I'm sorry. I love you all. I will see you back here next time.